Hello all, welcome back to another video and welcome to Sammy G's World of Cinema. Today on the channel I'm going to be continuing on the review series of Planet of the Apes, and we have the second film installment into the original 5-film run, which is Beneath the Planet of the Apes, released 1970, and it is starring James Franciscus, Linda Harrison, Maurice Evans and Charlton Heston. Directed by Ted Post, known for writing a lot of TV episodes of, I think, like the Twilight Zone, a couple of Clint Eastwood films, Magnum Force, Hang 'em High, a cult horror movie called The Baby. I think that's on like the Arrow label. I might have to pick that one up. The film takes place sort of like where the original like was left off, on that epic, you know, like gripping conclusion. Taylor has disappeared into this cliff wall. Like, I think he's just gone into like a different realm. Nova, she's left on her own riding a horse, and she finds Brent has just crash landed on this post-apocalyptic planet. Skipper's just been buried, and then he is like the only survivor from like that space crew. Brent is on a mission to find Taylor. He follows Nova. They ride on the horse to try it and go on a mission to find Taylor. But at the same time, they are hunted by this tribe of gorillas. Kim Hunter and Roddy McDowall reprising their roles as Zera and Dr. Cornelius to help them. Whilst Brent and Nova are on the run, they stumble upon an underground. They find the remains of this a subway station of New York. They discover this chapel where this race of mutants that are protecting and preaching this atomic bomb. So what are my thoughts on Beneath the Planet of the Apes? This is definitely a massive step down in quality compared to the original Planet of the Apes. But do I still quite like it? Yes. I do think it is a very solid sequel. I don't think it's perfect. I think the film does suffer with some problems, which I am going to get into. It's a bit of a copy and paste of maybe the first half an hour, 35 minutes of the original. I thought James Franciscus as Brent did a pretty solid job as the protagonist. I don't think he was a patch on Taylor in the original, but I think Linda does maybe a better job in this than maybe in the original, considering she's the one that introduces two key characters to Brent. She also has a good idea and understanding of where Taylor is. This would be the first time where she would speak as well, like later on in the film. We were introduced to this new tribe of gorillas, new bolshy gorilla leader, attitudey sort of character. I liked seeing Dr. Zaius, Maurice Evans reprise his role, sort of like bewildered what he's sort of seen at the Forbidden Zone. He kind of demands the gorillas to not go down to the Forbidden Zone, but they kind of go in their way to do that. At the same time, they are on the hunt for Nova and Brent. I thought the score from Leonard Rosenman, probably one of the best parts of the film. I was like, whoa, this is absolutely phenomenal. Sort of maybe sounding like a bit of a broken record, no pun intended, but I would love to get like this on vinyl as well. Cinematography and the landscapes is beautiful in here as this mutant tribe telepathic minds with Brent like in one sequence, overpowering like his character in order to rival off with Nova. I wasn't completely sold on like one sequence where there was like the fire effects. Whilst I thought it was a pretty decent sequence, I would have liked seeing more of the apes in this as well. A lot of the apes didn't really do a great deal here. My major disappointment was we didn't get to see a great deal of Taylor, played by Charlton Heston, legendary character in this film series, and it's was a little bit of a letdown that we didn't get to see much of Taylor. And Zero and Cornelius exposition, they didn't really have much to do in this, whilst I thought they were good in the scenes they were in. However, that would be well redeemed into the third installment, Escape from the Planet of the Apes. I kind of felt there was maybe a little bit of a plot hole to how did Taylor just all of a sudden disappear through that cliff wall. I don't think that really got explained. I would have liked to see more of Taylor, Sarah, Cornelius. I think that was the real missing link in comparison to the original. However, I did like what Ted Post did with this solid second installment, sort of drastic direction. Liked how Ted Post was doing something a little bit different as well. I think it's going to be one of those endings wherever you liked or you didn't like the ending. I'm in a little bit of the middle with the ending. I think it maybe goes a little bit over bloated a little bit. Other than that, I do think there's a lot to be engaged by here. Beneath the Planet of the Apes, I am going to give a 7 out of 10. I was gonna go 6.5, but now I'm gonna bump it up to a 7 out of 10. I've always liked Beneath since I first watched it, but I think this time around I came to appreciate a couple of other aspects a bit more on rewatches. Before I wrap up this review, I am also going to leave a link in the description to Mike Cinema Axeman's ranking of all the Planet of the Apes films. Mike did a fantastic job ranking all the Planet of the Apes films, and I'm also going to leave a link to Rashad G reviews, collab discussion with Rob at Exploitation Reviews. So guys, do let me know in the comments, what is your favourite Planet of the Apes film? What is your thoughts on Beneath? I would love to know all of that in the comments. So thanks for watching, cheers for stopping by, and until next time, I'll see you for the next video. Bye bye.